You know, it's bad news, dumb shit. When I'm full of rep and be full of red rum.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Rec. It's your girl Payday. If this is your first time here, please like, comment, and share. And if you end up liking the video afterwards, please subscribe. I'm so appreciative of all the love I've been getting this far, but keep that same energy, y'all. So at the end of the last part of the interview that I posted previously, I asked official female rapper about a situation that happened when she was younger concerning her family members. So I wanted to give y'all the story of what happened first before I played that part of the interview. If you haven't seen her story so far, go back and look at my previous interviews with her. She's really, really dope, and her story is really, really interesting. So I'll leave those linked below. Also, y'all, comment below. Let me know if y'all have trouble hearing my content. I don't know if I'm going to have to start talking louder or just get some mics. Either way, let me know by commenting below. Okay, guys, so let's get off into what actually happened. So I'm going to read one of the reports I found. It stated a man was armed with a pistol and burst into a home on Progress Street in North Baton Rouge, shooting and killing 3 women and wounding a man in what police were calling an act of domestic violence. By the way, this happened back in 2011. This article also states that the police issued an arrest warrant for a guy named Courtney Williams, who was 21 at the time. It also stated that the gunman attacked the victims in the living room and the bedroom of the home. Relatives and friends on the scene identified the 3 women who were slain as Clarissa Cobbing, who was 19, Brittany Lee, who was 18, and Josephine Lathers, who was 76, and Brittany Lee's grandmother. All 3 women were pronounced deceased at the scene. A 4th victim, who I won't name because he is still alive, he was 20 at the time, he was taken to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Lakeisha Sutton, another granddaughter of Miss Josephine Lathers and a close friend of Clarissa Cobbins, said that Courtney Williams was an ex-boyfriend of Clarissa's. She also said that Courtney Williams had been involved in prior domestic incidents with Clarissa, who was staying at Miss Josephine Lathers' home on Progress Street. Lakeisha also stated that she had just gone with Clarissa the prior week to file a complaint with police about Courtney Williams taking Clarissa's 2-year-old daughter from a relative's home. She stated that Mr. Williams, who is not the child's father, had been texting and calling Clarissa demanding that she withdraw the police complaint. About 2 weeks prior to that, Mr. Williams was seen spraying gasoline outside the home on Progress Street, but he was run off before he could set it on fire. Okay, so quick ghetto recap on what we just read. Lakeisha had a friend named Clarissa. Clarissa was in a domestic violence situation. She decided to leave the situation, and she did go to police to file a complaint and I guess probably get a restraining order. Once the ex-boyfriend found out about it, he wanted her to go and withdraw it. She refused to, so he went as far as to going and kidnapping her daughter, who is not his, from another family member's house. When Clarissa left him, she moved in with her friend Lakeisha's grandmother. Lakeisha wasn't present at the home at the time. It was the grandmother, Clarissa, another male family member, and Lakeisha's first cousin, Brittany. So I guess whenever him kidnapping the daughter didn't work and him attempting to burn down the house didn't work, he decided to just go over to Mrs. Lathers' home and basically kill everyone except the one male family member that ended up living. So let's continue. In opening statements in the trial, the prosecutor, Dana Cummins, told the jury that Mr. Williams walked past 3 people sitting on the front porch in broad daylight with a gun in his hand to shoot 3 people. He allegedly killed Brittany first, who was sleeping on the couch, and then turned his gun on Clarissa and then the grandmother. He was immediately identified by several witnesses, and before running off, he ended up shooting that fourth male victim in the leg. Let's talk a little bit about who Mr. Williams was. So he did all of this just 8 months after completing a juvenile life sentence for aggravated battery and forcible rape. Growing up, his nickname was Psycho. And right before the trial, he tried to intimidate the witnesses to the crime. They ended up intercepting a prison phone call where he ordered a hit on the one male witness as well as some of the female witnesses that remained on the porch and saw portions of what happened. While doing my research, I also found out that he may have been mildly mentally and developmentally delayed. But enough about Psycho. I'm not going to hold you much longer. I'm going to go ahead and get into the next part of this interview. But before we do that, I just want to say if you or anyone you know is in a domestic violence situation, here is the hotline number. Also, if this video triggered you in any type of way, I apologize. October is actually Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and today is October 4th, so I pray this helps someone out there. Let's hear official female rappers' feelings about everything. Okay, recently I saw on your story where you went to your childhood home, and you spoke about Brittany and your grandmother. Yeah. I wanted to hear who Brittany is and what happened.
Brittany, that's my cousin.
First cousin?
No, it's not.
Just cousin. Okay.
The man who raised me, as my father figure, whatever like that, you know, who been there for me, he had a grandmother, and her name was Josephine.
Okay.
And Brittany was one of her grandchildren, one of her daughters, or whatever. So that was my big cousin. So I would say like second cousin.
Okay, I got you.
So I grew up in this house in Easy Town. A lot of y'all know whatever like that on Parker Street, and they raised me to be my family. So one day I had ended up getting pregnant with my second child, Carly, and they had a party in Easy Town down the street from Bird House or whatever like that, and she called me on the phone and she was like, you don't mess with me no more, whatever like that, this and that, and I'm like, no, it ain't that like that, I'm just pregnant and, stuff like that. So she was like, all right, I'm waiting on you to come. And I'm like, I ain't big, I'm on my way. So I'm getting dressed and stuff like that, and I get the next phone call in like 10 minutes, and there's like, Mel was my other cousin, Shamika, and she was like, everybody dead, Mama dead, Brittany dead, everybody dead. And I'm like, you tripping, I'm talking on the phone, calm down, hang up.
Oh no, that would have just to everybody.
Yeah, right. It took a lot. And it was like I couldn't really hit her, like she was there because she was there when it happened. Okay. And she was like, everybody dead. And I was like, girl, you tripping, I just talked to her. And she said she waiting on me, like not really thinking what she's saying. I'm thinking they fighting. My auntie called me. I'm lying. My auntie called me first and said 4 people just got shot by Josephine house. If everybody know when we used to have a fight, my mama used to bring out the 38 baby. And I thought, they had a fight. Yeah, I thought they had a fight, and she really popped somebody this time. So I thought it was that. That's when Shamika called me and was crying. And I was like, you tripping. I just talked to her, hung up, couldn't believe it, ran to the kitchen, called my mama, and we went over there. And he had came to the whole house, basically. He killed my grandmother. He killed Brittany. And he killed Carissa, and he shot my other cousin. Okay. And who is Brittany? Like, that's my cousin. As y'all would say, a big dog. Yeah. My go-to person. Really who taught me how to fight big girls, because she was big, and me and her used to be fighting every day. A person that when I broke my virgin, I told a person that I smoked my first blunt with, a person that I took my first drink with, and my everything.
Yeah, that was the closest. That was a big sister. Basically, that was a big sister. Yeah, I got you. And when you say he,
Was it like a boyfriend?
It was Carissa X. And they was going through a lot, and she was like tired this time for real, and she just wanted to like break away, that he couldn't handle it. So she really left him, and then he got mad, and then he came to them. He shot Brittany in the head, my grandma in her side, I think 2 times, and he shot Carissa 6 times in the stomach, and he shot the other boy in the leg. Right. Boy, they like ridiculous. I just wanted to tell you, like, thank you for ruining my life and my childhood and my dreams and my visions to be big with my cousins and my grandmother and my family. And I really thank you, really fuck you, but at the same time, I hate you. I just want to let you know.
Rest in peace to all of them. Yeah, that's sad. And messed up. I know you probably feel like all their life got taken before you could even experience
before I
certain
even got
things
my
with them.
first car. Well, I been had a car. My mom used to give me her car all the time, but they was gone. But she couldn't see me drive when I learned. She couldn't see me smoke weed, how I smoking now. She couldn't. We couldn't never go to bars together. We couldn't never go to clubs together.
Or just experience it.
She see my first, like you see my baby grow up. Her baby grew up actually. She left behind her child too. Both of them did. All of them did. And like, she didn't get to see nothing. She didn't get to see nothing. They good. Baby. Most definitely, yeah, we good. And we're gonna be even better when I make it. But it was like, we was in the trenches for so long.
Yeah, and you just really can't
wait
to like be like, I made it, y'all. Like after we did everything
like,
we had to do.
You ain't even let her grow to be a woman to even make it, to see like what type of woman should be. Now some girls come from the hood, then they blow up, then they get their shit together, then they really be home. You ain't give her a chance. It took all of it. Took all of it.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. He ain't had that to do. I just feel like in those situations, just kill yourself.
And then, like
if you want it to be over, just kill yourself.
And not like, it's just crazy because it's just like, sorry if I cut y'all.
No,
it's just like, now that I'm climbing up the ladder, making it, coming out the trenches and still doing my thing, it's like, I know she would have been my number one supporter. Like, she would have been in all my videos. She would have been beating up everybody that ever spoke on me. She would have been my
your manager, assistant, backbone, best friend, big sister. Yeah, I get it.
Everything.
I get it. Plus, you know, like, I know in those type of situations when you know you got a loyal person around and then you have to deal with all these loyal motherfuckers that be around you, be like, man, I just wish I had my fucking speech, like, cause I ain't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying?
No second guessing, no
nothing, because I know she got my back and whoever around me that ain't supposed to be around me, she gonna pick that shit and get them from around me. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I do think it's a good thing that, you know, you and all your brothers teamed up and, you know, trying to get the music stuff popping. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because a strong, supportive team is everything.
It's everything.
And I feel like sometimes that's all it takes is just, you know, everybody pushing each other, everybody standing on each other's back, everybody, you know what I'm saying, supporting and showing up.
Listen, in no way, shape, or form was I promoting suicide. I was just simply saying, before you kill somebody else in a domestic violence situation, do it to yourself. If you feel that strongly about it, do it to you. Don't do it to that other person.
That's what we do down here. Here. Full of them blunts, jiggers, and beer. Yeah.
Coors Light.
Do it big.
Big, dude.
I'm a rolling bitch with some big food.